I am the Black J-Hova. And yes, it's been a while, but I'm back and I got a new video up here right now. And I think this is the perfect time for me to make a comeback because this is my favorite time of the year. Of all the times of the year, this is probably my favorite of all. In fact, I'm this is real. This is going to be really real because the March. It's when the NCAA basketball tournaments are going on. The NBA is getting geared up for the playoffs within a month now, and this is a really big time for me this year. Not only I've got so many teams favored, and there have been some disappointments too along the way, but still, this is really a great time of the year. March Madness. And it really is a lot of madness. So much basketball to take in, especially on the collegiate side. I've already been through the conference tournaments, which were pretty great for the most part. I had to admit, part of me was a little upset because one of the schools I root for every year, Delaware State, came close again, but just couldn't finish it out this year. But regardless, moving on, because we're now into the second round, the round of 64. It kicks off today, and it is going to be a full bonanza basketball. But and I'm not really even going to go into all about the games right now, really, because this is more about why is this so special to me. And I have to admit, this is the one thing that connects me with my family is NCAA basketball. That's one of the best, and it's so special because it really especially connects with me and my dad, my uncles, and this is since something special we've done over the last several years. We've taken in and enjoyed March Madness so much. In fact, the very first time, if I recall, that I ever went and saw a tournament game, 1998, if I remember right, it was in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Georgia Dome. I remember, and the one thing I really remember about it, because Kentucky was playing, they were a high seed that year. I believe it was either 1 or 2 seed that year. And like I said, it was my very first time ever witnessing the tournament live like that. And it was special. And like I said, I really didn't follow basketball so closely until around that time. I mean, that was kind of like when I started really following sports and basketball more than I did. And like I said, my dad, for him to take me to those games, my first ever college basketball tournament games, that was one of the best moments in my life. It was a great spectacle. I mean, especially because I was just a little kid, being a Kentucky fan, and enjoy and just seeing all the Kentucky fans all cheering, and it was just a blast, a thrill. And ever since that day, I have followed the tournament more and more closely. I mean, I saw it so much. That following year, I started printing out brackets just to follow through who's all getting advancing and going to the tournament. I'm glad it's actually digitalized, so I can do it now, especially with all these little tournament brackets filling. Still, it's like I said, I really, really got sucked into it so bad. And not just my dad, even my mom. My mom, and my mom's not even a big sports fan at all. It's just that whenever one of her schools she ever went to, either Michigan State or Kentucky, whenever if she ever sees either one of them on during that time of year, she'll follow. Oh, she will at least follow to see how well they do. And no, it's not a big deal to her, but the fact that she even gets into it at times, I mean, that's just, I mean, wow, that's like, it was just so fascinating. And like I said, but especially my dad, he's the one who really got me into all this. And so while I did enjoy following the tournament every year since on TV, and it really didn't ratchet, it didn't really come up to a ratchet until 2005. That's when that's when my dad, my uncle, and I, we all traveled to the tournament together. And that year we ended up going to Auburn Hills, Detroit, Michigan. And I gotta say, it was a thrill because we got to actually watch one of the biggest upsets in that tournament that year, which was Northwestern State, in that thrilling game winning shot against Iowa. And I was like, I goodness, I saw that place erupt right then and there. And I gotta say, that was just amazing. Being able to actually go out there and go, not only just be in the Palace of Auburn Hills, but to just actually be in really into watching the games like that. It was so much fun. And for a few years, my dad and uncle and I, we did this trip. We said, '05 we went to Detroit. '06 we went to Chicago. That was actually fun. That was kind of fun too. And then we didn't end up going again until 2009. And that year we went to Miami, and that was fun. Going in fact that's been the only, as far as I remember, that's the only time that the NCAA tournament has even been to Miami, if I remember right. In fact, but still, just the fact of just going down all the way to Miami, oh my goodness, that was an amazing trip. In fact, I even got to see James Harden for the first time down there. James Harden, maybe even Chandler Parsons, if I remember right. I mean, that was just a thrill to take in. And then I think the last one we did together, I believe, was 2012 in Greensboro. And it was really nice, just even though Greensboro was our last NCAA tournament stop, we still have been keeping up with this tradition. And in fact, last couple years, except for this year, we've actually decided to just keep it locally and go to the MEAC conference tournaments, which have been here in Norfolk. And that's that just even taking it, that was just fun in itself, because having all the black schools all together in one place, all these alumni, and just it's like I said, this time of year, this is just an amazing thing to take in. And even with the way TV has evolved and allowing us to see the tournament, I mean, that, trust me, I still remember just sticking to just CBS for a number of years. And I remember when I was living in Ohio, we they actually set it up so that on all the cable services, they actually gave us the feeds to all the other games for free, which was a lot of fun. And trust me, I enjoyed channel flipping between games. I was so thrilled. And now, like I said, even with whole contract between CBS and Turner Sports now, that just makes it even better now. I like it, just having all of these, being able to flip through whichever game you want to. Like I said, this is just an amazing time of year, but it's more special to me because it's been a great way to bridge myself with my family, and I'm truly am grateful. So, though yes, the tournament time is a great time of the sports year, but it has a special thing to me because it's been a link to my family and something that I'm never ever gonna to I'm never gonna let that go. I mean, shoot, I hope to do this. Like when I have kids one day, I plan to want to take my kids to see tournament games in some time in the future. That's how much it means to me because I want to be able to share something special like this. And even if they don't really want to follow basketball like I do, just the fact that I wanted to share with them my passion because my family has shared some of their passion with me, and I just want to carry that on. And that's just what's so special about this to me. So it's about it's about time for the games to start here now. So I will check in. In fact, I've got something special coming up. I'm gonna be just following stuff with the tournament here. And not only that, I'm also going to be, during the off days of the men's tournament, I'm going to be working on something for my anime side as well. A little commentary. I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but it's going to be a nice special commentary I'm going to be doing. Hope, at the very least, I'm going to at least have the first episode video recorded and put on YouTube. And then hopefully I'm going to have like an audio only to follow along with this anime series. But I'm looking forward to this. Just like I said, this time of year is one of my favorite times of year, and I'm just glad to be able to enjoy this. So, well, it looks like it's game time. So, get ready to sit back, enjoy 3 weeks of awesome basketball. So, just from here, I'm gonna sign off now. So, enjoy the tournament. I love this